Good morning, good evening, or good night to the lovely people watching. In today's video, we shall be speaking about healing yourself before you're starting to heal others. Now, this is going to be I don't know how long video, that's why I'm filming with my iPad because it has bigger storage than my phone, so apologies in advance if the video quality on your end is not the best. Anyway, let's dive straight into it. Healing, what is it? Throughout our life, we will face a lot of painful moments and a lot of challenges. In one of those things throughout our life, love will be one of those painful stuff. And we'll start off with an example, and I will dive into one of my personal stories in order for you to get a better understanding. Stay hydrated, boys, it is important. I remember last September in 2024, I had a late relationship with this beautiful girl that was a little younger than me. And since I'm 22, I was 21 at the time, she was 18. Anyway, the point is that I got into a relationship with her. Lovely lady, to be fairly honest with you. And as the relationship progressed, right, I started to realize that, this is something I do not want to. This is not a girl I can see my future self in. So after a lot of thinking, journaling, speaking with her, we decided to part ways. And after the breakup itself, it was a sense of relief, pain, and regret. The first day, to be fairly honest with you, it wasn't any particular big of a challenge. I started to move on with my day and I thought just, okay, my relationship just has ended. Well, that is it. And then on day 4 or 5, I started to realize, damn, I miss this girl. And I started to journal some more about it. Then I started to realize that I was not missing the girl itself, but the memories of her. And then 2 weeks later, I had a breakdown. And you can say whatever you want. I am a human being just as much as you. And I started to realize that, my subconsciousness in my own brain has been holding back because I haven't cried and I haven't relieved that painful moment. Truly, I've been going to the gym, I've been eating, I've been meal prepping, and I've been doing the things that I've been usually doing, right? And I haven't been bringing the painful moment into the light itself. I've been ignoring the pain itself because I didn't really give it much attention. And it was one day when I came home from work, right? And I just started to feel ill, and I was just like, shit, okay, what is this? And then I started to cry. And I started to journal, and then it came. Fuck, I miss this girl more than I realize. And then after that moment, I started to realize, shit, I need to speak to someone. So I spoke to my best friend about these certain topics, and he gave me advice, and from that point on, I just started and slowly and steady moving forward. About 2 or 3 months later, I was healed. And this relationship wasn't that long, so the process of me healing took only 2 to 3 months. If I was together with her in a longer period of time, it would have taken me longer time to heal itself. Now that is a good example of handling my emotions, right? But the thing that I can bring along with me until the next breakup, hopefully that won't happen again, but God knows, that okay, the pain that follows along after a breakup, after a relationship, I need to bring this pain into the light. I need to focus on it, and I need to reharness that energy into something productive. Now, if I need to go into the forest, hug a tree, speak to someone, so be it, then that's fine. if I need to meditate, journal to get a better understanding of the healing process of itself, I'm not going to be able to predict that, oh, okay, my healing process is going to take 3 months, like that, then it's going to be over. No, I can't predict what the future holds. What I can do is, in the moment, right here, right now, bring the negative energy into the light, start journaling, speaking to someone trust, seek advice when I need it. Just as like when I say at the end of my videos, it is you versus you, fuck everyone else, but seek guidance when you need it. Seek guidance when you need it. You need to bring into the light and seek guidance from the right type of people. However, do not seek guidance from anyone. And I mean, like, let's say, I'll give you an example. Would you ask advice from a person that has never been into a relationship before? I sure wouldn't. I would, however, ask a person that has been in a relationship a couple of times, like a long-lasting relationship, and it ended. That's where advice from elder people is a great idea, because they have more life experience than you and I have, because they've been around longer than we have. And sometimes it is okay, or actually it's better for yourself in order to seek guidance from someone older. It's not cringe, it's not lame, it is literally life experience that you can get from someone else for free by speaking to them. Of course, you can go on Google and ask it top 5 ways in order to heal from a breakup. You can do that, but in a sense it won't give you the advice that you're truly seeking, because there are so many YouTubers on YouTube itself that can give you 10,000 different opinions. But if you narrow it down in order to speak to someone that you truly trust, give an example. Your mother, speak to her about, okay, let's say you and your parents divorced, like your mother and father at, let's say at the age of 10 or 12, they left each other for a certain reason. At that time, you didn't understand it because you were too young to understand. Let's say you go through your first breakup and you're crying your eyes out, you don't know what to do, you thought it was your love or the love of your life. I would simply ask my own mother, what should I do in this certain situation? We just broke up, I feel like absolute shit, what should I do? Because asking your mother on example, because she has gone through a lot of stuff in her own life. She raised you, she took care of you, she might have a good points of view that you haven't realized quite yet. Because let's face it, at the age of 10 to 12, we don't really know much, but even though we think we know the world and we know everything, reality is we don't. And the thing is that as you get into the age of 20, 21, 20, all the way up until your 40s, 50s, doesn't even matter how old you are, always seek advice from people. I realized that I've been speaking far too quickly, to be fairly honest, so I took a moment to breathe in, breathe out, and drag myself back to reality and dial it down so my brain doesn't with information. Now that is a great example, to be fairly honest with you, with healing. We all heal in different ways, and to be fairly honest with you, if there's one thing that I highly recommend, I've seen it on these viral videos and stuff like that, and for me it actually helped. Physical training and physical exercising is a great way to either cope or move that sort of, imagine negative energy like sap, right? It's really sticky and really hard to get rid of no matter how much you wash it away. Imagine if you can slowly and steady, drop by drop, from this ink or whatever you call it, sticky substance, over to something more productive, bit by bit. That's where physical exercise come in. Every single day I train around 1 to 1.5 hours. I used to train for 3 hours a day in order to get to this level, because my goals require me previously, and like 2-3 months ago, I had to train 2-3 hours every single day in order to get up until this moment. And from this moment forward, I'm only training 1 to 1.5 hours in order to skyrocket to the next level in order for my body to kind of get used to working hard and working for a long period of time. Anyway, that's beside the point. Exercising in general is actually good for you. No matter if you literally healed from a relationship previously, or in general, if you're healing from trauma or healing from social anxiety, the gym is a place that I highly recommend. Even if you got no clue what you're doing, I would highly recommend going to the gym, because first of all, you have the opportunity, and you at some point you will anyway speak to people at the gym, because at the gym every single person that you see have different goals and are training for different types of reasons. Now, opportunity for socializing and making friends is a great opportunity at the gym, because nobody's there to judge you. You'll see old people, young people, people in their 40s, everything, even 14-year-old youths I have seen. And a tips for you if you're starting a conversation is literally go out to someone. Let's say you're scanning the environment, right? That dude's jacked. He's in the middle of a set, so I'm not going to bother him. So I'm going to be on my phone a little bit. I used to do like that. And then I wanted to push myself. I want to literally just thrust myself into kind of gain social knowledge. So I asked one of the meanest, toughest guys looking at the gym, hey, could you show me how to do this exercise, because I'm kind of struggling, and you were actually massive. Dude sat me down, journaled with me, and used a little bit of his exercise time to speak to me and tell me, oh, okay, instead of doing it like this, this, and this, because you'll end up hurting yourself this, and this way, I would recommend doing this, and this, because he has experience. Then once again, we're going back and referring to the reference, seek guidance when you need it. Seeking guidance from other people that have more experience than you in the field of knowledge that you're seeking. The gym is an excellent place to socialize. That's first of all. Second of all, you are training your own body. Like, imagine your 9-to-5 job, right? Sitting up and down every single day for 8 hours straight is not the end goal. Shouldn't be for anyone, because it won't get you anywhere. And your blood circulation in your thighs and your lower waist, it will clog up and become bad. That is why exercise is the foundation of ourselves. That is why I highly recommend, no matter where you are, no matter who you are, do the bare minimum. Like every now and then, shit, I've been sitting for far too long. I'm starting to get a little stiff. All right, let's heal by stretching. And onward to the last point of this video. Healing your bank account and healing your surroundings. Your surrounding is a representation of yourself. If you got it very messy for a long period of time, it is time to do something. Then something is missing. Cleaning, bare basics, bare discipline. Everything that you do on a daily life, it is a sign. Like, to be fairly honest with you, I'm fucking handsome. Earlier today, I decided to use a little bit of money that I had from my paycheck, going from a little scruffy looking dude, and this was earlier today. You see the difference, right? Like looking from a just woke up, scruffy looking type shit, from like unshaved and whatever. It was about time that I realized that I need a change. So, trimmed the beard, got a haircut, looking much more stylish, looking much more sexier, and I feel much more confident in my own skin by doing that small change. And another thing I cannot fathom, or not really fathom, but a thing I will repeat over and over again: you need goals in your life. No matter what kind of win, like let's say it is the smallest win, like let's say you are a constant masturbator. Your end goal should be, I don't want to be a constant masturbator. Because people my age, younger and even older, many struggle with a porn addiction or a general just masturbation every single day because it's stimulating for their own dopamine factory in their mind. That is a completely separate video I'll make eventually. But you need to heal slowly, bit by bit. Let's say there's a bad habit that you have and your end goal is to, okay, I want to remove this habit completely from my mind, from my system, and I don't want to be thinking about it in any sort of way. Good. How do you quit? You don't quit suddenly like this, like, yep, tomorrow, 100% completion, ain't gonna masturbate ever again. That is a lie. Because let's face it, no matter what kind of addiction you have, you need to slowly decreasing what you're doing and start increasing something else. Let's use the gym again as an example. Let's say you are constant masturbating every single day, 3 times a day. You're gooning, whatever the slang you're using. And then you want to look like this Greek god masculine dude that is in all these videos that are women all the time. You want to look like that dude, right? How do you become like that? You stop wasting your energy by pulling your own dick every single fucking day. How do you do that? Try tomorrow. Try challenge yourself. Try challenge yourself by, okay, today I'll go to the gym. Good. Now you stepped into the gym and you tried something. I'll try not masturbating today. Good. Now you see that, right? You literally, you gave it an effort. Good. Shit. You relapse at the end of the day or something. But good. It is still fucking progress. Because let's say an entire month, right? You're masturbating every single day, 3 times a day for a month. That's around an estimate around 90 times, right? A month. That's a lot. And then imagine the next month, right? Instead of 90, how about 85? And then the next month there again, 80, maybe 75. And then at the same time, slowly increasing, going to the gym, where you're slowly decreasing the bad habit and slowly increasing the good habit. And at some point, you will get to this level where, I'm seeing such a great, I'm seeing such a great progress itself of going to the gym compared to wanking off, because I'm not training any sort of muscle except for my tricep, and that's pretty much it. And when you slowly decrease that bad habit and it becomes so low that you don't even think about it anymore, you're so preoccupied with chasing the gym, like, yeah, damn, it's rest day. Oh shit, today I'm supposed to do this and this. Good, I'm going to be journaling this and this. And because you created this sort of system for you to become this giga chat, as we all call it. And at some point, this bad habit will one day just be gone and you won't be really thinking of it anymore. And you'll be so preoccupied with chasing these goals that, I can't believe. And then one day you'll look back on it just like, I can't believe I spent all that time fucking jacking off. Because the main reason people are jacking off every single day is because it is stimulating, and it really is fun when you get home from work to pull down your pants and pull out your phone and start in the corner of the room. Ooh. And to be fairly honest with you, it is much easier to start than even just thinking of it. To be fairly honest with you, there is no point in being average. There is no point being like every single other people that you see on a daily basis. You need your own sort of thing. You need your own habits. You need your own goals. You need your own life back. Because either if you believe in God, or if you're an atheist, a polytheist, or whatever you believe in, the foundation is that the only person that you got 110% control of is yourself. If you consistently masturbate every single time and you don't learn from it, you're like a dog. Because a dog will do the same thing every single fucking time to get a reward. We're not dogs. We are a human race as a species. And the difference between us and animals, The main thing is this thing, the capability of thinking, taking action, and doing it. So over time, I want you to heal. I want you to grab a piece of paper and a pen and write down things and take action. There's no one coming to give you a hand just like, here you go, $1 million right in your hand. And even if someone gave you $1 million in your hand, you wouldn't even know what the fuck to do with it, because you're stuck in the old cycle. Do you know why changing hurts so much? It's because it's painful. It is because it requires so much effort from you. Imagine future you, right? He has everything that you want. The money, the fame, the dream woman, the kids, the house, the car. But what did he do? He changed his perspective. He changed his mindset. Everything starts in here. When a thought appears in your mind and you're thinking, I should go to the gym today. Don't think much of it. Just do it. Today is arms and chest, but I want to do legs. Train chest and arms, because that's what you have planned. You can do legs the next time it's coming. And then you can imagine, I'm looking forward to legs the next time, because then I'm going hard. And every single time you're doing something, you should always do it 100%. Because if that's not, then what the fuck is the point? If you half-ass something, then you won't get anywhere. I remember when I started my first job, I gave it 50%. And I consistently got feedback after feedback of what I could do. And when I started to realize, you know what, fuck this shit. I'm tired of all these fucking feedbacks. What am I doing wrong? Sat down with my boss, started to speak with her, and start to realize the problem is not the company. The problem is me. So I started to change it. I started to improve in the areas. What happened? I didn't get a better raise because I was improving, but I was improving the things I was lacking. Discipline and motivation. Because when you're working in a company for 8 hours straight, you're getting paid to do what they tell you. Oh, but I want to become a millionaire. Of course, we all want to become successful. We all want to heal from old wounds, and we all want to heal from the painful moments. But that requires a lot from us. When you have a job, we're put into a box. But even if you are put into the specific box, be grateful for it. Shit, I'm working in a grocery store. It is not the end goal, right? But fuck, I got a job, right? I got a paycheck every single month to pay for living. And I'm fucking grateful for it. You want to know why? Because there's so many people out there that they wish that they were in my position. That they wish they had a job in that specific store. They've been applying, and they would do anything to work a minimum wage job. You and I were fucking lucky, to be fairly honest with you. But a lot of us are so stuck up with, yeah, I'm sitting at my job in my lunch break. Man, I fucking hate this shit. I hate this place. That is once again your own mindset, your negative thinking. You're bringing negative thoughts from the void, basically your subconsciousness, into the light, and you're transferring that negative energy over to someone else. But if you had to change your perspective, yeah, feel a little tired, a little stiff, maybe a cup of coffee and a little stretching before work, maybe I had to do it. Yeah, get to your job. You know what, I'm going to put away my phone and just going to focus on stocking the shelves, speaking to customers, and being in a little good mood. Even if you're forcing happy, even if you're forcing a good mood upon yourself, you will literally change your environment around you. Just like, damn, there's a lot of people, but that gives me a challenge. Beep, 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 beep. Item after item after item. And then you can make it a competition in the cash register in your own mind by thinking, you know what? Fuck you and fuck you. I'm going to scan these items quicker than you, and I'm going to make this queue go faster because of me. I'm going to work in this company. Like, you can even hype yourself up in your spare time. I remember, this is an example in the gym. When I'm going to do a heavy set, like let's say I'm going to do a new personal record of 150 kilos in deadlift, I usually hype myself up out loud, and I don't give a fuck, because I'm blasting music in my ears, and I'm just like, come on, come on. Ah, fuck, I didn't. Okay, and then we'll give it a rest. Okay, with 2-3 minutes, we'll try again. Come on. And then I will succeed. Even no matter how many times you fail, you will succeed in the end. Because if you continuously do the thing you want to become great at, but you fail, but you learn from your past failures, you will succeed in so many ways compared to every single motherfucker that didn't do shit. There are so many people watching my videos. There's so many people out there on a daily life basis that rather complain and saying gas prices are so high, when there's a solution to fucking everything. It's all about mindset and all about the healing process. The last 6 minutes, I feel like I've been going a little off track of this video, to be fairly honest with you, and that is my own fault. Anyway, it is you versus you. Fuck everyone else. But see coins when you need it. Take care, boys!